Hello, Pokepeeps, bringing you some Ultra League matches today. Let's get into the team. First up, I have a Trevenant for you. Next, I am using an Alolan Muck. And finally, I am using a Buzzwole. So, Buzzwole is a very recent addition to Pokemon Go as of this recording. It's only like 2 days old, but I was very excited to try it on PvP. The moveset it was given is very PvP oriented. As you can see, I didn't trade for this one. I'm just using one I had caught, and it's actually 85% for Ultra League, so, you know, I'm gonna give it a shot. Alolan Muck's in there because I'm seeing, like, Cresselia's all over the place. I like that it has Acid Spray, and you've seen this Trevenant before in other Ultra League videos. If you haven't seen him, go give him a watch. But yeah, Trevenant is a very solid lead. It can handle things that it would be weak to, like Talonflame, so I really like to lead with Trevenant. And as I'm looking at this team, they're all like in the 80% ranges. I normally have some 90% PvP IV Pokemon. Well, no, I got 80%. Let's see how I do. And without further ado, let's start the battles. Alright, first match. Who am I up against? Let's see, Diego Gress. Lots of S's there, Diego. Alright, so he is also a man of culture. He is also started with a Trevenant. So pretty good matchup here. We're both weak to each other. Now, some people will like to go for the fake out Seed Bomb. Not me. I'm going for the nuke. I'm going right for the Shadow Ball, hoping to take out their Trevenant. If not, I have a Lone Muck back there, which would be overjoyed to be swapped into Trevenant. Alright, so they got a little bit of a lead in Shadow Claw with me. Let's see what they decide to throw. I would imagine Seed Bomb, just because I'm like that low. No, oh, they went for Shadow Ball. They made sure I was going down. So anyway, as I said, they're shield down, bringing in the Muck. Muck being Poison Dark, it's going to resist Seed Bomb, it is going to resist Shadow Ball, so I have no worries here. I would love to just keep using Snarl until the Trevenant is knocked out. My opponent can definitely see what I'm doing. They get out of there, throw in a shiny Surfetch. Good for you. So Surfetch is a very glass cannon Pokemon. I'm going to have to be very careful here. I'm going for the power-up punch. I want to get that attack buff and hopefully counter down the Surfetch. What I really have to be careful of is Brave Bird. Surfetch has quite the diverse moveset, and they definitely overcharged. I'm shielding. I really don't want to get hit by a Brave Bird, and it was just a Leaf Blade. I'm being a bug type. I would have resisted that. They're throwing another move right before I can knock it out. I'm going to shield again. I don't feel like taking any chances. Or they're throwing a second Leaf Blade. I definitely could have held on to at least one of those shields. So, Surfetch is down. They are a shield above me, but I have a very strong Buzzwole sitting here awaiting. They bring out a Walrein. Alright, this is actually looking pretty good. Yes, Icicle Spear will do some neutral damage to me, but Bug actually resists ground. So I don't have to worry about the Earthquake that much. They swap out immediately into the Trevenant. It's in the red, so I am going to go for another Power-Up Punch. Now, all these counters are going to do a lot of damage to that Walrein if this Power-Up Punch knocks out the Trevenant. Ooh, it hangs on a little bit. Luckily for me, it did not have enough energy to throw a charge move, and I'm able to use this super-powered Buzzwole into that Walrein. This is looking very good. Now, I do have to be careful, though, because with my HP so low, I have to worry about getting Earthquaked on my Alolan Muck. Yeah, because now my Buzzwole is definitely going to get knocked out, but they are using energy to do that. That might be where I can swing this battle in my favor. Luckily, I was able to get some energy into this Muck before swapping out, and I'm able to throw in Acid Spray. This should take care of the shield. It's going to lower their defense immensely. Now, all of it comes down to, can I knock them out before they get to the Earthquake? And luckily, I do. Snarl is such an energy, like, boosting move. I'm able to get to my moves really quickly. Acid Spray lowered the defense earlier, so I have nothing to worry about. Good game. It could have very easily went in their favor. We were able to win our first match. Let's see how the second match goes against Biggie Kellogg. Oh, gotta be afraid of that cereal. Get it, Kellogg's? I'm funny. Anyway, they have an Escavalier. We are feeling pretty good about this. Escavalier is known for using Drill Run and Counter for sure, while that other move slot is like bacon. Some people will run Mega Horn, which is a very good choice. Other people will Acid Spray. The one thing we have to be scared of is Aerial Ace. Ooh, this guy's actually using Acid Spray. Good for you. Alright, yeah, Mega Horn would do a lot of damage, but it wouldn't be too bad. I'm not too worried here. We're doing very good neutral damage with our Ghost type moves. Going for that Shadow Ball KO. Oh yeah, we overcharged. This is looking awesome. But we did, unfortunately, take that Acid Spray, so Trevenant's defense is way down right now. They send out Obstagoon. We resist the counters it's throwing, but any Dark type move is probably going to take me out. Night Slash for sure. Obstruct is actually, like, kind of weak, so we would survive that. It would lower our defense, yes, but we would definitely survive. They go for the Night Slash, take me out. Love this. Buzzwole's coming out, doing quad damage. They're bringing out the Giratina. Gonna send out the Muck, which will resist the Ghost type moves. They're probably throwing like Shadow Sneak or something, which we would resist. What you got from me? Ooh, Dragon Claw. Okay, Dragon Claw will do neutral. But Alolan is very bulky, so it's gonna be able to handle that very easily. We're doing super effective damage with our Snarl, so this is looking very favorable for us. This is the other reason I wanted to use Alolan on this team, that it can handle all these Giratinas. Alright, we are going to throw an Acid Spray, hoping to take a shield. Dark Pulse would do super effective damage, but I'm hoping to shield bait, which we do. Awesome. We get the shield off an Acid Spray. Wonderful. We're doing super effective damage. My opponent sees what's going on here, and they give up. That was a very favorable match in our favor. Good game. We are 2 for 2 so far. We are rocking it with the Buzzwole. Loving it so far. Burst 5, 8, 2, 3. Let's go, buddy. They send out a Walrein. Alright, so they're going to be doing super effective damage with Powder Snow and Icicle Spear. I'm only doing super effective with Seed Bomb. From past battles, I know that I get the Seed Bomb when they get to about Icicle Spear. Luckily, I am getting to throw my move first. This will be a nice chunk of damage if they let it go through. Nice. Alright, we got them half down, but we don't want to stick around because they are definitely in the advantage with the ice typing. They're actually sticking around. I'm expecting I'm going to get hit with an Icicle Spear, but I know they have more energy, so they're holding on to it. Icicle Spear does a little chunk, could have been worse, and they send out a Tapu Fini. Okay, Tapu Fini being a fairy type is actually going to resist a lot of what Buzzwole can do here. So we're going to go for the lunge and just kind of try and debuff it. Does a nice little chunk. Counter is chipping away. I predict a Surf, but a Moonblast would take us out. Let's see what my opponent decides to do. Okay, a Surf. Yep, and it got debuffed, so we are handling it like a champ. We're gonna get to our next lunge, which should bring it down to half health, which is pretty good for a Pokemon that is weak to Fairy. Or at the very least doing not very effective damage. Yep, we get to half health. It's been debuffed twice. Down we go, but Buzzwole, you left a very nice mark. Bringing in the Trevenant. Yes, Moonblast would do neutral damage and do a nice chunk, but after 2 debuffs, I'm going to sit here and Shadow Claw. I'm not going to throw that Seed Bomb. I kind of want Overcharge, hoping to use that Seed Bomb on the Walrein. They do go for the Moonblast. After a debuff, we are able to hang on. We resist Water Gun, so we're just sitting here racking up a bunch of energy. I was getting worried how close they were going to get the Surf that would KO me, but luckily we get to a bunch of energy, get that Seed Bomb off. Would really like to get a second one onto this Walrein, but I gotta be very wary of the Powder Snows. Alright, so we actually must have CMP tied there. Like, it didn't show the shield, but I guarantee you my opponent definitely did shield. So I'm going to shield too. I would love to do another Seed Bomb, but I'm going to send out the Muck just in case. They have a Cresselia in the back. Alright, this seems pretty positive for us, but I do have to be wary of the Moonblast. Now, Moonblast also has a debuff on my Pokemon when it gets hit, so I have to be careful of that. I go for the Acid Spray Shield Bait. We nail it. This is awesome. My opponent does not like that I did that, and I think they have Rage Quit. I think they closed the game, and now they're going to get hit by a super effective Dark Pulse. Yep, seeing how slow this is going, my opponent definitely just closed the game and quit. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and say this is win number 3 and skip ahead. Good game, I guess. Wish you could have stuck around, bud. We are going into match number 4 here, and yeah, I was right. They definitely quit and closed their game. So yeah, I won that last match. What's up, Benny? We are going into the 4th match. They are also starting with a Walrein, but theirs is shiny. Give them that shiny flex. So once again, they get the Icicle Spear like the same time we get the Seed Bomb. I would love if my Seed Bomb would connect before their Icicle Spear. It sure does. Alright, so we saw before it's going to take half their health. Let's see if they decide to take it or have to use the shield. They take it. Once again, I'm going to bring out Buzzwole. Let's see what my opponent decides to do. I get them into the red. They do not fire, and they bring out a Cresselia. Okay, so Cresselia, being a Psychic type, is actually weak to Bug, so I'm going to be very happy to hit it with some lunges. There's the first lunge. Cresselia is super bulky, so it is taking that lunge like a champ, but it is also getting debuffed. So yeah, Moonblast, don't love it, but after a debuff, yeah, I think I can take it. Yep, there's the Moonblast. Ooh, yeah, it does take like half my health. I would have preferred not taking that much damage, but what can I do? Gonna go for that second lunge, gonna keep debuffing, doing some super effective damage to the Cresselia, get it into the red. I would love to take this Cresselia out, but I guarantee it's gonna get to a move before I do. Yep, it's using, what is that move? Psycho Cut? Psycho Slash? Nah, I think it's Psycho Cut. Ooh, they actually throw a Grass Knot, which I resist, but it is enough to take me out. But that does reveal to me that they're using Grass Knot and Moonblast, bringing out Trevenant, hoping to get some energy on it, ready for that Walrein. I know Walrein's probably going to come out, so that you can see me tapping on the Alone Mug. Yep, here's the Walrein. I know they're throwing an Icicle Spear and not an Earthquake, but I guarantee you they got to an Earthquake. Yep, there's the Icicle Spear. They threw too quickly, did not perceive that I was going to switch immediately. They are sending out Drapion. Okay, we're both Poison Dark types. We are resistant to each other. The advantage here, though, is with my opponent because their Drapion could very well be using Aqua Tail. And Aqua Tail is a very quick move to get to. It's very spammy, not super strong, but strong enough to where you spam it, I'm in trouble. Ooh, but they're actually throwing Crunch. Maybe they aren't running Aqua Tail and they just threw the Drapion to counter my Muck? Yeah, because I imagine that Walrein still has Icicle Spears. Maybe they want to use their Ice-type moves on my Trevenant. They shield that Dark Pulse. It would have resisted being a Dark type, but after that debuff, maybe they just don't want to risk it. I am not shielding. I'm going to take whatever they're throwing. It's another Crunch, not very effective. Yeah, if they were running Aqua Tail, I bet they would have thrown it already. So this Drapion must be like a Crunch Sludge Bomb user. We don't love this, but we're sure as heck going to try. They take the Dark Pulse this time, do a nice chunk of damage. I'm going for the Seed Bomb. Once again, this is a Poison-type Pokemon that we are throwing the Seed Bomb into, so they're going to resist. But Acid Spray did a nice debuff, so it might have taken it out. My opponent knows this. They are using their shield. I'm going to use my shield. This is a pretty good match. This is a nail biter. Yep, they're using Crunch, which definitely would have taken my Trevenant out. Ooh, they send out the Walrein immediately. Icicle Spear would absolutely destroy me, so I have to use my shield. Remember, my Muck is back there in the red. This is aiming to be a very close match if I'm not careful. Oh, yep. Powder Snow, Icicle Spear. It is such a spammy move, and it is strong. Down goes my... Oh, Trevenant, you hung on. I'm trying to Shadow Claw it down, hopefully. Oh, I might have made a mistake there. I probably should have thrown the Seed Bomb, and then hopefully I got to another Seed Bomb in time for the Drapion, but Drapion is also super spammy with its moves, very quick charging. I don't know, leave it in the comments. Tell me if I did something wrong or if I was going to be inevitably defeated there, but good game. Going into the final match, Motoki 15-15 Fest. Okay, I have no idea if there is a meme behind that one. They have a Cresselia lead. Okay, well, this is looking pretty good for us. Our Ghost typing will be doing super effective damage. Cresselia loves to run Grass Knot as a bait move. I'm going to sit here and wait to see what they throw. They could also be running Future Sight, which be doing some nice neutral damage. Moonblast is very common. There's the Moonblast, taking half my health. But being that it's not a fairy type, I'm not too afraid. They send out these Scrafty. I've seen quite a few people using Scrafty as like a swap, and I'm not entirely sure why. I don't feel like Scrafty is that great of a swap. If they were running a Charm user, like, you're doomed. But yeah, anyway, Buzzwole is also a super good counter for Scrafty. Being fighting Bug against fighting Dark, yeah, we're resisting the fighting type moves of the Scrafty because we are a Bug type. Not too worried about the foul play either because we're fighting type. We resist that. So I'm gonna throw the power-up punch just to make my Buzzwole stronger, but honestly, didn't need to. Yep, they're using power-up punches, hoping to get a little stronger, but now I'm just gonna counter it down, wait for hopefully the Cresselia to come back. I would love for a boosted lunge to make contact with a Cresselia. They actually send out Talonflame. Okay, so Talonflame, super big counter to my Buzzwole. Fire flying, I'm running bug and fighting moves. I can't do anything, but my lunges will still debuff it. Yeah, you can see I'm actually tanking those Incinerates pretty good. My opponent should have just gotten to a charge move, being Flame Charge or Brave Bird. I've literally never seen anyone else try and run any other charge move. I know what they're doing, so I'm actually going to substitute, bring in the Alolan Muck. It's been debuffed twice, so I'm actually kind of hoping they go for Brave Bird, because that would debuff them. Yep, they do go for the Brave Bird, but because they were already debuffed, I'm hardly taking any damage. Yep, and they bring in their Cresselia because they don't want a debuffed Eagle out there. I'm going to go for the Acid Spray Shield Bait. Nope, no shield, but that is a nice debuff. If I hit him with a Dark Pulse now, they're either going to be in the red or they will be taken out. Now, I have to decide here, do I want to use a shield? Yeah, I'm going to go for it. I don't really want to get Moon Blasted. It's possible they could have Shield Baited me with a Grass Knot, but I was like, I'm going to overcharge here, see if I can freak my opponent out a little bit. Going into that Dark Pulse. Like, they might think I'm going for an Acid Spray, then Dark Pulse. So let's see what my opponent decides to do. They did not shield. This is wonderful. They are down to just the Talonflame. They sneak an Incinerate in there, but too bad. Like, being the only Pokemon they have left, you are not going to be happy fighting against an Acid Spray user. So yeah, their defense is going to be getting real low. I know they must have a lot of energy, but they aren't in the best position. This is looking pretty good. Yep, there's the Flame Charge. Down goes the Muck, but I'm feeling pretty good. Like, I got some Seed Bombs on this Trevenant away. Normally, like, you don't want to use Seed Bombs on Talonflame, being a Fire Flying, but because it's already been debuffed, I'm just going to sit there and spam it. They're able to sneak in Incinerates, which I really don't like. So even with the debuffs, I am a little worried the Seed Bomb isn't going to be enough. Ooh, no, it is not. So I just have to get spammy with the Shadow Claws. Luckily, because Shadow Claw is so spammy, I am able to take the match, meaning that we have a 4 for 5 set here. Alright, those were some pretty good matches, feeling pretty great about them. We did get a 4 win, so that is lovely, and Lickitung encounter, alright. Yeah, I don't see many Lickitungs, and Lickitung is actually pretty good in the Great League, but you need a lot of XL candy for it. Those people that have Lickitungs, like, I don't know where they got all the XL candies. I know where they got the XL candies, I just don't want to talk about it. But yeah, I'm doing it fair and square to try and get these Lickitung XLs. I catch and trade every single one. Man, this one's being a butt. Get in the ball, man. Yeah, stop licking me. Get in the ball. So anyway, yeah, those are some great matches with Buzzwole, Alolan Muck, and Trevenant. Trevenant's a great lead. I will always lead with it in Ultra League unless I'm feeling something else, but it's a fantastic lead. Buzzwole can take advantage of all those people using like XL'd Scrafties. You saw me take advantage of that one Scrafty. It can't really do much to Buzzwole. I had that strategy kind of the same way when I was using Galarian Zapdos in the last video. If you want to go see a Galarian Zapdos in the Ultra League, go check out that past video. That was fun. But yeah, they are almost filling the same niche. The good thing about Buzzwole is, though, you can keep getting stronger with it and hit Pokemon with Lunge, so they get an attack debuff, making it fairly safe for you to use like your other Pokemon in the back. This team was using a lot of stat buffs and stat debuffs. Pretty fun to use, taking a lot of advantage of the players that keep using like Cresselia, the players that keep using Giratina. That's why I would suggest using this team. If you want to use a Buzzwole, you should definitely go for it. As you can see, like, I didn't even trade this one for better PvP IVs. I used one in the 80s. Every single one of these Pokemon wasn't in the 90% IV range. So this was some pretty good matches with some Pokemon that might be considered more average. So yeah, anyway, thanks for joining me today. Go check out my other PvP videos, and as always, happy hunting.